Hello everyone, welcome to today's YouTube video with Adam Coates. In this video we are continuing with a project that we started using ChatGPT, and it gave us a background about a local artisanal bakery shop that needed to move its business online. And in this video we are going to show how we transpose that project that ChatGPT gave us into Basecamp project management platform. And without much further ado, let's jump right into it. I thought it'd be nice to just have a look at Basecamp and have some little understanding on what it is and anything that has to do with it. So on this page about Basecamp, you can see that it's a simple project management tool which is free for 30 days with no credit card required, and you can see the different plans that they have over there, and you can see what's included. So you have unlimited project, you have unlimited storage, and you have the ability to have access to all the features and tools that it has, which I'll be showing you in a minute. And you can see its comparison with other project platforms that are in the business, and they give discounts for non-profit and educational discounts and whatnot, and you can cancel at any time. And the reason why I would be using Basecamp for this first approach would be more about customer reviews that I relate with. Like you're able to just be on it, like you would not be wasting time doing so many things that are not necessary. You feel so much organized and have control over your projects, and then there's a lot more transparency. Like if you're able to be spot on your to-do lists, you'll be able to know, so these are the clear tasks that you need to achieve, and everything is all in one place if you invite your team members. So it's kind of the reason why I like Basecamp as a starter. There are other better platforms there, but this is very good for a starter. And if you want to know how to join, you just click on try for free, and you just set up yourself with your email address there. And if you want to have a look at some of the tools and features, we'll be looking at it into more details when I transpose over the project from ChatGPT onto Basecamp, and you get a feel of how everything is all in one piece. So without much further ado, let's just jump into creating the project from what we got from ChatGPT in the previous video. And if you're looking into watching that video, I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. And our Basecamp project management platform homepage, we're just going to start with make a new project, and we would give a name to this project, maybe bread and butter online store, and that's what the name ChatGPT suggested. And then we just give it an optional description, perhaps an IT business project to move a local artisanal bakery business, and I'm correct that, from brick and mortar to online. Yeah, I think that's it. And then we'll choose a start date. Maybe we'll start 3rd of April, and then we'll change the end date sometime later on, and then create this project. So I see there is a self-service project helper there that's asking you, do you need help? And they're asking you some questions. If you're new to Basecamp, normally when you create a new project, there's this pop-up that would ask you if you needed some help. And I'll just take us through what normally is being asked and how it helps you to quickly put a project together. So over here, I'll click yes, help out, and let's see what they have in store. So the first question is, okay, do you have any deadline you like to be doing? I know I initially chose a start of April, but we'll just yes I do, and then we'll set a new start date, and maybe we would go with let me see, I think 3rd of April, and let's give it about an end date. No, let's give it a description first. So basically, let's say we're trying to just launch this project and save, and then how your new event is below. How many, have any more you like to add? I don't think I want to add a new event. So ideally, if you have a new event you want to add, you just add it. And if you have any documents, any files, any PDFs that you need to just upload onto the project for people to start working on or get more information about the project, maybe here's where you click on yes I do, and then just put in those uploads. And if there are any typical things that has to do with your product that you need to get done. Like for instance, you need to get a contract signed or gather project requirements, particularly in the roles of a business analyst who is using this platform. And this would be handy. And then next is if you want to give maybe some inspirational message to kick off the project. So that's what it's about. But we will just go straight into it because we have a whole list of things that we're going to use to build a project. And we would go into creating the to-do lists. So these are the tasks that we need to do from start to finish. So we know that we are actually converting whatever ChatGPT proposes a project into a project that we can put on Basecamp and monitor and track and develop. So if I go back to ChatGPT and go back to that response that was generated when I asked it to generate the project, it gave us certain things that we can transpose into our Basecamp. So the first thing was we need to start doing market research and create the first minimum viable product. And there were some to-do tasks that we needed to be done in order to fulfill this sprint. And the first one is to conduct research and analysis to understand the business requirements and customer needs. So I am going to, copy and paste basically from ChatGPT all these tasks and put them under this to-do list. And I am basically going to set date and time and then assign it to myself. So if there is someone else that's in that project that you wanted them to be the ones to do it, you can just invite them to join the project and then you'll be assigning tasks to them. Later on, I'll show you certain more details on how to get around certain assigning tasks to people. So I'm just repetitively copying and pasting all the tasks from ChatGPT into Basecamp by creating a new list and then copying and pasting the to-do list, assigning myself as the person that's to be doing it, and then I'm setting a date that I want to be done with that specific task. And that's basically what brings this whole new full to-do list that you're seeing here. And if you ever want to edit your project details, for instance, maybe change the name or change the description or maybe change the date of its start and its end, you can just click on the top three dots there and go to edit details, and then you have the opportunity to edit whatever you want to edit, and you can even change the level of access that is required for this project, if it's invite only or all-time access. So we have already created our full list of to-do tasks that we had basically just copied and pasted from ChatGPT, and you're wondering what next. So you have a whole list of things that you want to do, and now you want to focus on your priorities in order to make sure that you're doing what's needed first. So like I was saying, there are a whole lot of things that we're supposed to do, and I'm just going to pause the video here for a sec so you can see, a whole lot of things that sometimes it's only my field that would be better to do, other than maybe trying to do the whole marketing side. I'm just interested in creating the solution in terms of like creating the websites and creating the products and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and focus on what I would be doing in the next video, which is more about, creating the website, creating user stories and testing, adding to cart and seeing how it works to create an online platform for, the bread and butter business online store. So this is how I have chosen. I just time lapsed all that there. And this is the whole list of the assignments that I would be focusing on in the next video. So you can see there that I'm just going to pause the video here for a sec. So you can see there that I have, to create a user story, develop a minimum, MVP, create a payment system, create and implement a shipping method, and integrate an inventory management system, and expand the product line to include other stuff. And that's what the next part of this project is going to be about. So that's how you use Basecamp to manage your tasks, introduce, to focus on things that are needed to bring the whole project to life. So you know that you're actually heading towards, from start to finish, more like an agile perspective as product management, we want to call it. So up next, I would be basically using Shopify to develop all of these. So like develop a minimum viable product. It would be Shopify, and Shopify would have a payment gateway. Shopify will have a shipping method. Shopify already has its way of tracking the inventory, and if you want to add more products, you can just do that in Shopify. And we'll be testing the website and try to buy certain things and see what works and what doesn't work. So that's basically my assignment. And the next video is going to be how all this is created using Shopify. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in this kind of content, you want to learn how to create solutions. And you can also hit the notification button to get notified for any new videos, like for instance the Shopify video coming up next. Thanks.